There you are. I knocked on your door this morning.
The Willoughby's dog got into the garden again. All over Lila's roses.
Hormones.
What?
Heightened emotions in pregnancy.
If this is leading to another lecture on how I messed up my life and what you think I should do about it, I'll pass.
I'm just trying to help.
You have no idea what I'm going through.
What about my 3 pregnancies?
What 3?
Ned, Dillon, and the one I aborted. I was very young when I had Ned. When my marriage to his father, Lord Ashton, fell apart, I left them both. I ran off to Europe where I met the next man that I was convinced I was going to spend the rest of my life with. He was Italian and a big playboy and an even bigger mistake. So there I was, having failed miserably at yet another relationship and pregnant again. The last thing I wanted was another baby on top of the child that I already had and was not prepared to take care of. I had an abortion.
So you know exactly what I'm going?
I was really, really comfortable with my decision. I knew exactly why I was doing it. I could get it taken care of quickly and safely and move on with my life.
Does someone know?
Nobody knows, Lulu. I have never told anybody, ever. Okay, so after a while I started to think about it. I started to think about the child I didn't have, and every time I saw a child of a certain age, I'd wonder. Usually little girls. I'd wonder if that was my only opportunity to have a daughter. How she would have turned out. Would she be like me, or would she be more like her father? I even dreamt about her.
Wow. That's really intense. It might even touch my heart if I believed a single word that you said. I know that this is another manipulation for you to get what you want. For you to convince me to continue with this pregnancy. Just admit it. You made the whole thing up.
I wish I had. Lulu, I don't want you to regret your decision when it's too late to do anything about it.
If everything you just told me was true, if you had an abortion and you lived to regret it, then I'm sorry. I really am. I never thought that it would be an easy thing to do, but you made a choice based on what was right for you at the time. You made a choice about your life, about your future, and about your body. Shouldn't I have that same right?
I want you to make an informed decision.
If someone had made this speech to you when you were facing an unwanted pregnancy, would you have changed your mind?
I can't answer that. I never discussed it with anybody, and I certainly hope that you're not going to either.
My lips are sealed. Okay, I know that this is no one else's business, Tracy. I wish that a few less people knew about mine. But why are you telling me this?
To help you.
If this is another I see you in myself moment, I don't buy it. I know that we're nothing alike, and I know that you're just working me so that I'll have this baby.
Do I strike you as someone who likes being called Granny? Have you ever seen me touch a baby, change a diaper, or make a batch of chocolate chip cookies? What I am is very protective of Dillon. And therein lies my dilemma. If my son becomes a father at this very young age, it will quite likely ruin the rest of his life. And then there's my father, always in search of the next Quartermaine heir. Poor deluded man still believes that next year's model will be the perfect one, better than the lemons he's already got. And he will probably bypass all the rest of us and endow your baby with the family fortune. All of that means that for me to convince you to give birth to this baby comes at great personal expense to me.
Then why don't you just save yourself the trouble and stay out of it?
Because you got pregnant by my son on my watch. Enough mistakes have been made. I cannot stand idly by and watch you make another one.
The biggest mistake that I could make would be to have a child that is not wanted.
Daddy certainly wants it.
Oh, well, when he's ready to carry it around for 9 months and he can take care of it for the rest of his life, then he gets a say. But with all due respect, Mr. Quartermaine is a very old man, and he is in no position to be making any decisions about anybody's baby.
Okay, Lulu. Now you have to tell me what this is really about.
It's about exactly what I've been saying. One unwanted child per family is enough.
Just because your father is absentee does not make you unwanted.
Have you noticed how much older my brothers are than me? I'm the definition of oops. I am Lulu, the afterthought. I am the one that someone, Grandma Leslie, Aunt Bobby, even you, has to worry about taking care of.
I have no sympathy for somebody who can make a list of all the people that care about her. As for your father, well, there are many things I mistrust about Luke Spencer. One of them is not how much he loves you.
Okay, fine. Great, he's the father of the year. He worships the ground that I walk on, and the fact that he's conveniently out of town almost, all the time is just his way of showing me affection. You know what? I'm actually relieved that he's not here right now, because if he was, it would be another person getting in my face and telling me what to do. In a perfect world, what would you want?
For you and me to have the chance we deserve.
Okay. What if in this perfect world Lulu was still pregnant? Would you want to raise the baby with her or me? Or would you rather there wasn't a baby at all?
Are you asking me if I would support Lulu in having an abortion? Is that what you're asking?
I'm asking you to put aside your family pressure right now and just tell me what you want.
Okay. All right. When I think of my life without a child, I can picture it. I can see it so clearly. It's no problem. But then I try to see me with Lulu and this baby, and it's just not in focus. I can't do it. So I don't know. I mean, what do you think Lulu should do?
No, I can't answer that. I can't even pretend to be objective here.
Okay, all right. What if it was you and me?
You mean if I were pregnant? I would isolate myself from all the hypocrites, all the people that told us that we were way too young to be married, that we would ruin our lives by doing it. And by the way, they weren't wrong.
Well, yes, but I just want to say before you go on, you and I were working on solving that before fate threw us a curveball.
I guarantee if it were me that were pregnant, they would be singing an entirely different tune. They would say that this is great, that this is so exciting, you'll get used to the idea, a new baby. Do you see that? Dillon, no wonder. Lulu wants to scream and you want to camp out in a hospital.
I don't know how I'm going to make this up to you. I mean, you've been so amazing.
I'm just so glad that it's not me making this decision. Having a baby before I'm ready, or not having a baby. And continuing my life, pursuing my career and my dreams without the responsibility of another life. If I were Lulu, I wouldn't have any clue what to do.
So have you spoken to Lulu today?
I have.
Have you let her know that she is to have this child and that's the end of the discussion?
Actually, Lulu is determined to at least consider the option of terminating her pregnancy.
Oh, God, that child has everything she could possibly want. She can have financial and emotional support during the pregnancy and child care after the baby's born. And if she doesn't want to raise the child, she doesn't have to. You know, to have an abortion under these circumstances is, to me, the ultimate selfishness. No. Worse. It's unconscionable.
What Lulu needs is her father.
Oh, please. That overgrown juvenile delinquent that you married, well, he wouldn't be of any help. Luke doesn't even notice his own children. He would certainly encourage Lulu to abort.
Luke loves his daughter.
It's moot, Tracy. He isn't even here.
But he should be. And I don't even care what Luke says to Lulu. That girl needs her father, and guess what? I'm going to find him.
Oh, hello, Leslie Lou. Don't run away. I've been waiting to see you.
Oh, I was looking for Alice.
Oh, she'll be along before long. You want to sit down?
No, I can't stay long.
No, of course not. But you have to take care of yourself, you know. Get plenty of rest and eat properly, especially now.
Okay, you know, I don't want to talk about this, sir. Really, I don't.
I know. But I just want to tell you that I like you very much. You are very resourceful, and you have a real spirit, much like your mother's. You know, Laura was a great friend of mine. She was beautiful and courageous. Well, anyway, I like having you here in my home, especially since you no longer take your late-night joyrides in my Bentley. The point is, I know that you are 18 now, and legally you're an adult. But in many ways, you're a child. And while I am guilty of many things, I do not bully children.
I sense a but.
But you are carrying a Quartermaine. Come on, over here. And I know that you are frightened and you are very nervous about it, and I understand it. And it's also understandable that you might be considering ending this pregnancy as a solution. But I can't allow it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Quartermaine. This is not your decision.
No, but it might be the judges. We'll take you to court if we must.
You can't be serious. Dillon would never let you do that to me.
Dillon knows all about it. You seem to forget that Dillon is the father of your child. And as such, he has certain paternal rights, including pursuing an injunction which would grant him protective custody of your unborn child.
That's not fair.
Oh, I know. I hate the whole idea of it. So why don't you make it easy on yourself and let us take care of you and your child?
Everything is right, just as it was.
Hey, how you doing? Not good, huh?
I just had a long talk with your grandfather. He said that you would take me to court if I didn't agree to have this baby, that you would get an injunction.
No, it's not the way that
Well, I'm so relieved to hear that, Dillon, because I thought that you would respect my feelings. You might be mad at me, but you wouldn't force me to stay pregnant, right, Dillon? You wouldn't force me to have this baby?
Love will quickly take me apart.